Right, welcome back to more Jurassic World 3 with the LG. Right, back into the campaign. Let's carry on. Let's save. Live on YouTube and on Twitch. Right, I think we were about to check out one of the other parks that we've been asked to look at. Pop back into Indonesia. We just did some more research on the genomes. So this thing was based on profit, wasn't it? I think. I don't know if I did it. Let's just have a look, because I think I was going to double up on the economy. Is the thing showing me the coverage of the in here, I think. What is that? Yeah. All like 30%, so before we go off and leave the other parts, I did put these down though, so we have doubled up on it. Did I do all of them? That was the food, that was the drink. Yeah, we did. That's making 43 grand now. That's making 43. Right, that's making money. So I think really then we will go and start one of the other parts we meant to check out. So this one is looking at the prehistoric giants, and this one managing a ruined theme park. Let's check out China. Sichuan. Sichuan, is that how it's said? Based in China. Oh, it's going to be pretty. They've got much more varied biome on the maps in this game, with the extra graphics.
You know, prehistoric giants were the first dinosaurs that I ever laid eyes on. But if you're hearing any nostalgia in my voice, well, you'd be mistaken. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was, truly amazed. But I was also struck by how out of time they felt. So immense, so massive, they just didn't seem to fit our world. Well, That's now the very challenge that we all need to solve.
Oh, well, they've done all this on stuff and everything.
One of my
Amazing.
favorite places in the world. You know we're close to the Shaximau Formation. The fossils found here have been staggering. Over 100 sauropods alone. Giants roam this land. Can you imagine it?
We don't have to. Need I remind you that we are here to create a permanent home for some of the largest animals to have ever lived? The client is expecting no less than well-cared-for dinosaurs and an effective breeding program. Our work here will be under the greatest scrutiny.
Wonderful. I mean, I've spent most of my
But what have we
professional
got? We've got a
life under
capture
scrutiny
team,
anyway.
a control
But
center.
I have every faith in your abilities, Dr. Baldera.
No.
Make some magic.
Fossil center. It might be best to wait. On that, because I'm not sure we'll do that straight away. Right, so China, they want number of like cohabiting species 3, number of naturally bred animals. Tour visibility. $35, that sounds quite high. Number of different species 10.
Female sauropods are on the way, but that alone won't make for a very successful breeding program. We need males, too.
Not a problem. We'll need genetic material in order to synthesize a male, so let's send out an expedition to gather it. While we wait, we can build a lovely enclosure for those soon-to-arrive sauropods.
Don't know how much. Outside buildable area. I just try and do one big. Maybe enough to have another one if they don't get on. Right, we need power. Now, have we got any power? Got just the generator. Right, I'm going to put one of these down straight away. Where am I going to put it? Had to reach now. What are they using? Extra stuff, aren't they? Basically, they're using firewall.
Thank you for your patience and understanding.
Gonna need a couple of these, aren't we? These ones. I need to get a hatchery in somewhere, don't I?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our magnificent animals. Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new
Transportation underway.
Let's bring them in. Is it snowing? I think it's snowing. So have we got enough for a hatchery? I need to do maintenance posts, don't I? I need to do.
confirming asset delivery.
Put it back here because
Asset has been transported.
one here. I am gonna need maintenance facility. put it up here so it doesn't have to travel too far. Put it there. Is there a hotkey for advanced rather than just... I mean, R gets you to the normal one, but I don't use that much. I use this one. Patient. Right, so let's add these.
Out on patrol. Starting patrol. Request acknowledged. Adding task. No problem. Understood.
Okay. I'm gonna need arc thing.
Patrolling the route. Sweeping the area on patrol.
Okay, now these guys, they actually travelled, only done this bottom bit, so they won't cover and water. Full leaf. Okay. It gets the basics in. Right, I was going to have a look at hatchery. Well, we need... Sure, I need a staff centre because I don't think they put one in. Sometimes I think it would be good to have changeable, like the paths to the structures kind of fixed. Genome. Good luck. Probably need to get some shots down on that because we need the stuff that's going to make money to do the rest of it. So let's put some of these in. Again, I'll go with mediums. Where am I going to do it? Lovely thing here, but get one in there. It kind of messes up with that. I like the theme stuff. Right. I think this is going to be a bit like the others. We're not doing much of the rides and stuff, are we? Where's the going to be green, white, and probably a little bit of this. Drinks in. I mean, we've got no guess of the other type at the moment, but right, and I need a shop. A shop. Now I could. I'll just bend the path round, I think. Right, so so we can upgrade this straight away now that we've done that tech earlier. 125. Whatever we need. We're only using 29, 60 at the moment. That soon gets maxed out there. Right, so I need medical teams. I have to put some stuff here because if I'm going to do potentially another enclosure. What does it actually want me to do? So it wants to guess. We're going to need hotel. Really wants to be able to see. I love how it's themed it like it has. Looks like another viewing platform. Yeah, because I think the hatchery I'm going to have to put there. I don't want to put it. I'll put it there. We'll have some view. I don't know. No. Dirty Great Big. And next to the hotel. Oh, it's sneeze, sorry. Right, okay, so I have to let that. They kind of almost instantly appear at the hotel. Let's have a look. I don't know, maybe it's just because I did Assassin's Creed Shadows, but kind of loving Chinese and Japanese sort of old architecture. Something about it. And I want to make sure we're making like 100 grand or something before start spending. I need restroom and shelters, of course. Right, probably 2 restrooms, probably something back here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
Something up here. And probably 2 shelters as well. Gonna want It's such a good job with this stuff, but I don't wanna. I think this stuff I can get rid of, surely. Taking up a huge amount of space. I'll probably put the expedition in there. Looking for another shelter. I actually get in there. Oh. I mean, it doesn't have a warning, so I think they can, but can't just take out the fence because it's saved as a whole. Right, so we're going to need the thing. I will put that back here as it has no park bearing location. Okay, increase the genome of the Apatosaurus. Secret expeditions. Sure. That's 2 million though. Have a quick look. Oh, what was it called again? Apato. Hey, boxing. We're in China. So of the okay, there we go. We like this search thing now. Right. 229, 137. On then. Okay, so yeah, we need staff. We need 3 points on the. Oh, I've actually got that guy. So this one's all about giant, whatever you call them, these things. I've had my toast, I've had my tea, back on Jurassic World, Evolution 3. Same with the dinos. Right, so, I mean, that's the contract, so, yeah, it's this genome is the main. Now, how much money are we making now? Spending like crazy, but yeah, we've got a bit of money coming in these buildings. So hatcheries 250 and 4 power. Yes, we're not going to make anything just yet, do we? I need to probably just wait a bit because we need to find the fossils. Got faster, cheaper. Always go with cheaper. Improve construction. Just check all these. Staff center, improve costs. And done the power yet. This one we did cheaper expeditions. Ooh. Check out this hotel. It's nice, isn't it? I want to stay there. Ah. Lovely little jacuzzis. There's something really nice about wooden buildings if it's done right. You know, certainly in this country we don't do that anymore, but all their bamboo and all their other woods. Just want to climb on top now and do a leap of faith, Assassin's Creed style. Even this has got all the style for it. Very, very nice. Did you stay up to watch the USA game? I did. I just watched the highlights this morning. But I think it's good for the country and the sport that they got through. All the comments though on YouTube and stuff were like, "Oh yeah, it's got 2 touchdowns to nil, and they don't know the offside rule." What do you mean? But they're through. I kind of thought they would beat Bosnia, but I don't know if Bosnia had many chances and stuff because the highlights didn't show too much. So I don't think we're England. I don't think England would beat USA at the moment. But their strike, they're going to miss their striker and stuff. So, and of course they're Belgium in the next game. So Belgium's been so rubbish this tournament, a bit like England. But you know, Belgium could easily beat the United States, and then Belgium's into the quarterfinals. You know, you watch some, but then you fell asleep. Yeah, didn't start till 2, was it? Oh well, grab a cup of tea, some breakfast, and I'm watching dinosaurs with me. It just, honestly, I just can't stop looking at all the buildings on this map. They just look so cool. Right, so let's just check the fossils then, because we just got that thing come back. Sell that for money. And what's the one we need to do? The Apatosaurus. This thing. Okay. I need 3 scientists, have we? Can I train this guy? Do that. Got a bit of money though, I need to be careful. He's actually got enough now to do that task. What do we need to? We need to get it between 56 and 70, I think. We need tall visibility of 35 as well, so we're going to have to leave room for more stuff. This hatchery though. These cost money to run, like. Get it there. Just. Dinosaurs. We need a 7. We need another scientist. Money to go up first though. We were about 120, 130, so that's gone down a bit. What I could do a quick early photo. Gonna make us much money with just 2 dinosaurs, but I do love the vehicles in this game. They're fairly simplified, obviously. You know, to jump in a the other one. Take a good photo. I'm not eating particularly, but not as much money as I was hoping, and of course less photos because there's probably going to be contracts for taking photos of a certain amount. Once we get a few more dinos in there, more money. Should get my money back up to sort of 2.5 million. Matches today though. Need to make a nice stir fry. I've got some stir fry stuff I bought. I need to probably cook it today, otherwise it's all going to go off. Oh, it's Spain at 8 o'clock. They've not looked particularly great, but is that it? Is it just Spain? No, hang on. The USA counted just today because Spain and Austria at 8 o'clock. Imagine if Austria would knock out Spain. They're saying that's it. Portugal and Croatia at midnight. That's technically. tomorrow. Switzerland, Algeria, 4. Isn't that crazy? They've got like 1 today and then they've got like 4 matches tomorrow. Right, so that fossil thing got done. We need to put that in again. Pato, not patois. And get Diplodocus. Let's do that one, because then we'll get... I need to make a bit of money back as soon as I start adding some researchers, scientists and stuff. He's on quite a lot of money now they've upgraded it, 13 grand. Yeah. Kind of think money's going to be a bit tight on this, because some of the other scientists on the other maps were all like 2 grand, 3 grand, 5 grand. It goes up the more skill points they have. So it looks like, yeah, we've got 2 focuses on this China map really then. Getting the species and these things and getting the tour rating up to 35. So it's going to be... So these do count as a tour, I think. Let's do these. Now this thing's fairly cheap to do, but it's quite hard. I could have got a path around. Did leave a bit of land. But if I would go there. There to there. Water here, I don't know. Doesn't really go very far, if that's the maximum range. Let's do this as planned then, and see if I can get the road. Let's make it a small though. Going too steep. Okay. Pause it a sec. Oh. It's put that it raises the terrain. If I don't know if I delete it or move it, but I know I can move it. Is it not connecting? What? You're not allowed to demolish it. What it is connected. Just the paths. I'm going to have to take this water out. Water on. In water. Move that water for whatever reason. Let me. Some of that is this marshland or some things, so need to. It's leftover marshland from. See if that. Can't remove that because it's off the map. Go around it a bit. A bit weird, but all I need is a connection. A bit trickier than Vamp. Hello there. Just a little high. Can you release an Anki? Yeah, I probably will do. Anyway, he's by. Come, he's gone. He's been here 1 minute. Although I don't know if they get on with that one. Get rid. Just a little bit. Okay. We fossils 30. So the Apatosaurus is what we need to do. Okay, that should get it up to a reasonable percentage. And we'll probably put that in. I'm doing campaign stuff, so I'm going to stick mostly to what they're wanting. So we're going to want various tours and stuff in here, aren't we? Just wondering if I don't think these tours. So what's the difference between a park tour and a Jurassic tour? So a park tour is attraction built through enclosures and aviaries for visibility. The number of vehicles in the ride could be altered. Best for herbivores. Jurassic tour built through enclosures, aviaries. Best for herbivores. It looks like there's no difference between them. Then they're just. I'm gonna do this early, the balloon. It's only 100 grand. Am I gonna fit it in though? Water is
I believe we have everything we need to synthesize a male, so let's begin.
Those dinosaurs were sent to us courtesy of our very generous client, huh? They need to be treated right. So, needless to say, we better be synthesizing the most charming sauropod this place has ever seen.
Yes, well, I'm sure they'll all get along wonderfully. We should ensure that the males and females all end up in the same enclosure, though, and that they're nice and comfortable.
Ladies and gentlemen, take to the skies and marvel at the sights with our newly opened balloon tour.
okay. Patasaurus 82%. They're expensive though, aren't they? The big things. 202. I'll need to work on doing some of those. Eight on the flasks, so we're going to have to spend on a scientist. Right, so 2.6 possible. 5.10. Only a 100 more than this one. She's got welfare. I think Raisha. Yeah, best bet at the moment now. We've got Sean at the end. Two. He's got 2 and can be a 6. Cheap salary, isn't he? He's got 25,000 to recruit him. What was Raisha's? He could go to a maximum of 10. I mean, they're both pretty good. Their logistics is... Yes. I'm going to recruit him just because he's so cheap, but I think I'll recruit her as well. Okay. The tool rating, I'm going to have to probably be a bit patient on this. Some of them aren't too expensive to set up, but all visibility. Why is it still saying 0% though? I mean, maybe the zip line doesn't count as a tool, but it should count as visibility. Right, we'll get these things.
Synthesis procedure complete. Incubation personnel, please stand by.
Male, female. 405,000, that's a lot. And I need 7 in welfare. So you don't have it. Or we got 6, so I need to train Cheapo Sean. Both his welfare up. $500,000. Go broke. Another 400 grand.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
Hey Sargasso, how you doing? Am I going to drown today? Probably everybody. Cars are already driving straight through the water. We're in China. Just opened the China Park. Focus on this one is tour rating. Or is it tour rating or tour visibility? Tour visibility of 35. Naturally bred animals. And these giant things. So just about to give birth to our first dinos here. These two are the ones that flew in, so that we're going to want a nest in here somewhere, I imagine. Imagine we want a large nesting area. Actually doesn't look that large. What do we got? This thing... like the look of... I think the rocks looks more natural. Put it there. Right, we're going to be down to 1 million now. Get a little cutscene as these come out. You'll do your dishes first. Yeah, I'm always able to do. Just did a few of mine before I came on. Soundtrack of you juggling pots and pans. Beautiful. Don't drown in your sink. Let's just speed this up a sec. Okay, here we go. Cutscene.
Foundation personnel, please stand by.
These things are quite big, I think. Not as big as a Gigantosaurus, which we need to. That gets me some of the most park appeal. It said. So somehow releasing this dinosaurs unlocks my monorail. Okay. That'll be more to the... Where's the speech? Where's Cabot? Or somebody telling us, come on. Tell us about the diet. Look how thick chunky boys these. No. Chunky boys. I hope they get on with the others.
Okay, excellent. Now all we need to do is let nature take its course, just like it would have done on this very spot in Cretaceous China. Not that it would have been called China then, but anyway.
Right, so we've got them breeding then. One male, one female. Okay, so support the Apatosaurus in laying 3 eggs. Well, they're happy. We haven't got a medical thing yet. I need to do medical. $250,000 though. I think we're okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this bad boy. See what I mean? Like, I quite like the roads to come off. I'd like to be able to choose the connection. I guess this sort of fixes the graphics a bit, but things are going to get in the way, aren't they? Do 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 do.
I've always found prehistoric giants to be most fascinating. And I'm far from the only one. A colleague in the pharmaceutical industry is rife with theories about how their physiology will change in years to come. Perhaps in ways that will benefit both us and the dinosaurs.
I'll do an extra MVU straight away. Now we need to add the MVU teams. Okay. And we've got eggs already. There's 3 eggs in there, but I guess... Oh, maybe that is all going to do it in one go. Here we go. Here we go. Terrorists are back.
I don't understand. Some of the eggs are missing.
Smart money's on those Extinction Now people, right? Yeah, I really thought they were all talk and no dino egg steal. Juveniles are valuable, I guess.
If it was Extinction Now, I doubt they're thinking about money. They want to slow us down.
What? They weren't fossils that they took, they were eggs. Fertile eggs. They stole life, and they did that to slow us down? It doesn't make any sense to me. Well, they didn't take all the eggs. We should nurture what's left and make sure that the juvenile is comfortable and safe. We owe it that.
It looks like there's 1 egg.
How much land can we dedicate to these giants? How much land will they need if you succeed in increasing their numbers? 30,000 lives per day were at risk at Jurassic World. Now it's billions. The longer you reject nature's course in deciding the dinosaur's fate, the worse this all becomes. We never wanted to directly sabotage your work.
Boxing, I've told you to not get your dad to keep phoning in from Extinction Now line. You know,
Their reasoning is flawed, overly black and
the
white.
dinosaur hater.
The dinosaurs may be struggling now, but with our help, they could adapt. Let's push forward. Extinction Now haven't stopped us yet, and I have no intention of letting them.
I'd urge you to try and stay rational, but the dinosaurs seem to bring out the irrationality in the best of us.
Right, so... Okay, well it's actually changed the objective from 3 to 1, so... I don't know if I like this Extinction Now thing or if it's just a bit too cheesy, gimmicky. It's sort of seems to be based on like just stop oil or whatever. Always slight snowing, but it doesn't get lighter on the ground like a sleet. Tell you what, damn dangerous walking around all these parks, these cars and vehicles just mow people down. Left, right and centre. There's no camera things right here. Right, we're going to get a baby Apatosaurus soon. God, we've already got 900. God, the guests in this one. I mean, it's obviously it's a campaign thing, it's a bit like a tutorial. But I think even in my biggest park, we were only up to 600. It's like 997 with one hotel. I thought the 1500 would be quite hard to hit. Obviously not. Wait, one of these is the baby already? It's the same size. Wait a sec. Apatosaurus. I don't think they have ages in this game like they do in the zoo. Release any 3 dinosaurs. That's probably easy to upgrade. Add an upgrade to a small power station. I'll do that then because it will pay for it eventually. No, the egg's still... Have we got 3 Apatosauruses? Oh no, I did, didn't I? I did do 3. There's a male and 2 females, I think. Where's the other dude's gone? Well, hang on, maybe the ones we dropped in were... I thought these were a different dinosaur, but... So confused. Where's the other one? Right, there's two here. Like merged together. That's a bit weird, not seen that before in this game. As we dropped 2 in by helicopter, here comes the baby. The 2 from the helicopters must have been Apatosauruses as well then. I thought they were quite a different breed. Paying attention. Oh. I don't know why they're merging like I've never seen
I
it.
see the breeding program has already shown progress. Very good. But we need to do more.
We need
The client expects greater species diversity and more naturally bred dinosaurs. And that is what they will get. Make it so.
Alright.
Nature really can't be rushed, but I guess the business world never got that memo. Well, I can advise on the breeding side of things, I guess. Using a little bit of animal husbandry and a dash of pheromones, don't ask me how I obtained them, we can encourage specific
So I need a
dinosaurs to
patter.
breed with a higher chance of success. Worth a go, right?
Pato. Not Pato. Ah. These ones. Do much research on this map. Doing it on the other ones. Yes, we've got a bit busy around the nets, isn't it? These are the males, and the green ones are the females. So is that baby female? Because it's green, it looks like. Oh no, it's a male. I think the baby was hanging around the females, the mums. Matures 10 years. 10 years. And then we need to do a mamen. I don't think I've got that either. So Mam in. That is that the one? Was it Chizosaurus? In China, so yeah. Okay. You didn't realise you were 5 minutes behind the stream. I've done that so many times on other things. You've got to always click the live button or something, and sometimes you pause it or tap it or something goes. And then you're like, oh, why is he? Right, Sargasso's washing his pots and pans on Discord, and you're flipping between the both. Vamp only stayed like 1 minute, I think, and was gone. I don't think I could do an Ankly in this campaign. I don't know if these guys get on with them, but I'm doing campaign stuff, so we need to stay on. The target. It's kind of weird because we've got like 1,200 people in the park, which is like the most out of all parks, and I've done like nothing to this park. But it's still only got park appeal of 1 star. All visibility is now starting to go up. Yeah. But yeah. So many parks, it's like you keep trying to... It's like 70% of it's the same. It's like, oh, I need a staff building, I need, you know, enclosure and stuff like that. But each of the parks has got a slightly different... I kind of would have preferred the campaigns to sort of do one and finish it and go on to the next one rather than the sort of layering they do. I sort of understand why they're doing it, because each park is sort of taking you through different bits of the tech tree and the stuff, but it gets a bit... I don't know, it's like having bad pacing in a movie or something. I don't know why the males are hanging. It's like we got some lesbian dinos here and some gay dinos over here. Cause shouldn't it be they're mixed? And the baby's not hanging out with the mums, hanging out with the... Oh, hang on. That is... Okay, that is a female now, that one. Okay, well that makes sense now. These two are females. The baby, male. Happy days. Right, keep on the expedition. So, when was it? Called again? A Mayman or something. This one. $678. Holy cow! Even got this discounted. Oh, hang on, is that not covered by maintenance? Oh, why was that?
Task received.
Fancy some munchies or something now. Should have put some chocolate or something, some Maltese. I don't know why, I just fancy some Maltesers. Don't really eat chocolate at home much, but every now and again I go, oh, could murder her. I don't like chocolate flavoured anything. I don't like chocolate mousses, chocolate cake, chocolate anything. Same with like banana stuff. I'll eat bananas, and if it's like a nice chocolate bar or something, or a Kit Kat, I'm like, I'm there for it, you know? So the Patogeaton, we need to do the Pato. I don't think, did we just pick some of those up? We did, this one. Oh, hang on. Do those two. Warming up in the room. Only 6, but it's only... My room runs about 3 to 4 degrees higher than outside. Beyond, but probably a lot more. Okay. Sell that. That's good. We need to keep going. Here's the Pato again. Okay, so that's viable now. What did we get it to? 53, which isn't very high. I'll probably best wait. I don't know how the time goes in this game with this. It says there's 10 years, so we've already gone through a year or something. I was going to say, I think time passes pretty quick in this game. So I went from 10 years to 9 years. Okay. The nest is busy. Haven't got the Mayman's now viable, but that will be low percentage as well, won't it? Let's check what they're at. So 53, 50, both at 50, so we should have fossils. So now we can boost that even more. So I need to do both of them really, but let's have a look. One sec, got a doorbell. Alright. So the neighbour downstairs, she's in. I don't think her doorbell works, you see. They always ring my doorbell. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Sorry about that. What's happening? So we need to do Pato and the Mayman mostly. Maybe the two. Drink.
Our boots are carefully engineered and maintained, giving you the smoothest flight possible.
So I'm going to do my stir fry. I might do that for my tea because I'll probably have a break. Although the football's not to 8. Go in. Rest the other one. Okay. I think once this one's done, we can then do the other. Probably both species would probably be doable.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome Anatatas.
Oh, thank God. Large hotel, finally. Right, now I actually might do one in this part, 'cause we need to get the guests. Only 5. I need that at the other parts. Discomfort, increased knowledge, Dracarix. I might do that because we need more of these, don't we? Population to 13. -6 and skill. I don't want a minus. Do that one. Right, let's just check. That we've got something on the go on me. So the Mayman's 65 and I need to work on all of these, get them to 100% really. Of course. Can't do the Yankee anyway, don't have the what is a probably is compatible. I'll need to hunt around for that then. Right, well we still need, they're all pretty low. Back. wait till the hotel's done. Or take on more scientists. I mean, the money's gone up quite quickly now. 6 million. We could probably get another scientist in. Ethics and welfare's on this map is probably going to be what we need. Angela's got a 4 of 9. 3 here. She's expensive. Why is it all women? Women but one. Oh, she would be on. Have I got reduces the cost of research tasks? See, that's actually quite good. Right, I'm gonna recruit you just for that basis. Get you on some jobs, and then I probably want a good. I'm trying to think, what name's that? Timble. 5 and 3. I mean 9 and 3. That's so expensive. Go for Timble Cortez. Take on 2. Can afford it. I think was up her. Right, it's not too much fun watching gameplay. This is probably the like as far as the stream goes and stuff. Like a lot of the expedition stuff is just there's nothing really to watch. It's clicking buttons and saying go research that and walking it. But you've got to do it when like I mean most of the dinosaurs I haven't even found the fossils, let alone get them to incubation percentages and hundreds. Where is it? This one. Isn't it? No? Here's the main one. 6. We need 8. I mean, I've got it set up on a lot of it. Right, the hotel's been done. Accommodation rating 53. Typical, we just got a storm coming in. First storm. Thinking I might knock this down and then do a large hotel instead. We'll theme it. The storm took out the hotel. It was dreadful. It just took off in a tornado. Hang on. Pause. Slow everything down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience experienced during our recent handling of anomalous events.
We apologise for the hotel disappearing. Hang on, that's the medium, isn't it? Large hotel. No, it's not.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the park.
not sure it looks as nice as, well, I suppose it looks pretty nice at the back. The other one looked pretty cool actually. Okay. So I haven't, and this isn't really the map for researching, but we've got, what's the name for cheaper research. On you go, and then I need right, I think I'm gonna get a drink and a few nibbles or something to munch on. I'm getting early lunch. No dinosaur. Maintenance. There's no maintenance at the end. Hang on, is that maintenance? I like it that there's no it doesn't say, oh, it's not in range or something. Obviously the closer the better, but you can actually have them travel from any range to do the Thanks, man. Are you watching in real time now, Bobson? Well, I've not got one here either. Yes, we didn't do them. Well, the car's going to get up there though, will it? But then we'll see. We can find out.
Adding to the list.
I think it would have a exclamation mark. Have you watched any more of that Vietnam documentary that you started? You said you started it. I think the first episode and the last are a bit, because they cover a bit of the build-up and stuff. The episodes in the middle are a bit more about the major events and the battles and stuff. because I actually think watching, you know, if anybody's going to watch this game, the Sandbox, and probably the creative building and stuff is and a little bit more focus on the park and the dinosaurs is probably the most. Thing is, when you're doing the campaigns, you've got you know, you're focused on unlocking stuff. What did you start watching? What was the first thing I was doing when you started watching me boxing? I remember when you. One sec. Windrose, was it? Yeah, okay. Went around for Farthest Frontier, or although I was doing some Assassin's Creed stuff at the same time, wasn't I? As Windrose. Did you take a look at the PC part picker link that I gave you yesterday? It's not getting repaired up there, is it? I have a feeling. It doesn't say you can't get to it. Oh yeah, I mean it will still be a couple grands. I mean you could probably get something half decent for about 1,500. You'd want either a full tower or mid tower, but those cases you can get pretty good cases for like about £60. You don't need to spend. Motherboards can be, well, up to £600-700, but 400 is still expensive. You can get some pretty good motherboards for about 200, 220, something like that. So you'd be looking at sort of like 60-80 quid for a case. So say 300 for a motherboard in case. Get some pretty good CPUs for about 250. You probably look about 250 for a CPU. You can get pretty good cooling, probably. Well, whether you go for fan, I would probably go liquid cooling or something, but they're not, you know, 100 quid. So you're looking at sort of 300, 550 with the chips, 650. Then with the RAM, so then about 1,000. So you about sort of 1,000 to 1,200 plus then the graphics card, and you don't need. I mean, mine was 700 odd, but you can get like a 5070 or something for about 500. So like 1,500-1,600. Obviously, if you can spend 2 or 3 grand, then yeah. But the thing is, a bit like a wish list, you can sort of start to build a AMD system or an Intel system or something. You can actually have different save profiles. So you know, keep going back to it and go, well, is that chip that I've got listed for 300 quid? Is it? Oh, look, now it's down to 200 quid or something. But it's the two things it helps you do is, one, it tracks prices. Two, it you know, and as I say, the site does say, oh, that, you know, that thing doesn't fit your motherboard or something. So you know you're buying bits that are actually going to work together. But you know, you never know. You might win the lotto, and then it's like, well, now I know what system I want. It doesn't help you get the items, but you know, this thing's not got getting service, is it? Let's move this. It's going to. Here's the circle. I can put it in the park. Not get it along. You think I could get it here, didn't you? I can get it there. Let's see.
Adding to the list.
But I do that. Like even some stuff I buy on Amazon or something, I'll click and add them to. If you click them, you add an item in Amazon to your basket, and then when you're in the basket, click Save for Later. Then you end up with a whole load of items saved for later, and every time you go back in, it will tell you if the price has changed. If you're trying to buy something, some things can be, oh, it's 50 quid this week, and then, you know, 3 weeks later, it's, oh, 30 quid, you know. But it'll be like, oh, it's on sale at 40 quid, and you'll go, well, actually, I've seen it as cheap as 25. And within a few months, you'll get to know, well, a low price for X item is Y. So, I love wish lists, and I have that on my loaded profile with the games and stuff. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on the wish list, so I can sort of track. And there's a few things you can do, databases or something, where you can track what the lowest prices have been. You can do that on Steam, but of course that will only track the Steam price. And as I say, you can't always trust that they go, oh, you know, it's on sale, because sometimes I've seen, you know, several games. In fact, if you look at the Steam summer sales, I mean, I've got, you know, 30, 40 items on watch lists or something. Most of the stuff is 20, 30% discount. It's not very much. It's not a very good sale. I mean, there's always some good stuff in there and some older games and stuff, but, and there's other things that aren't even on sale at all. So, you know, but as I say, I don't just, I mean, most of my stuff is on Steam, but I still will use Loaded or other key sites. But I only go for the ones that I've used before, good reputation, and I tend to prefer ones that deal with it all on the website rather than sending you emails and stuff. You know. And I would say on average it saves me nearly 50% on stuff, you know. So, probably could do 71%. I mean, it's okay. 71, 65. So that's going to put it up 11%. And that would be 20. Let's do that. That one. You can't do, like, you can't do expeditions. Like, you can do often research, at the same time, more than one. But expeditions you can't. I kind of wish you could. And fossils you can't, but you can increase the slots. Now I've got cheaper research done. Ideally, if I wanted to get more slots, I need to do this, but this is security of 50, so we're at 38. Got to do a bit more before that becomes a thing. But just like the supermarkets and stuff, you need to be careful because, like, you know, and I know it sounds like a moaning old, you know, person about prices and all this sort of stuff, but I've really, you know, I've tracked it. I'm like, you know, I've gone into a shop. I went into, I mean, this was a while ago, but it's happening all the time. But I particularly noticed it when I went in like a week later. So I went in, and I can't remember, it was like orange juice or it was a butter or something. I can't exactly remember the item, but it was, so the normal price, like before the thing, the normal price was something like $1.55. I think it was a milk. It might have been Bob milk or something like that. It was like $1.55. And then I went in, literally, it was about 10 days later, and they said that milk was £2.50. £2.50, like gone up a pound. But the club card price was $1.75. And I was like, so it's gone up 20p basically. But they just come up with these figures of it's X and you're getting it for price Y. But price X is just fantasy. It was never like that. Milk was never, nobody was going to buy that milk a pound more expensive than any other milk for that amount of liquid and stuff. And they do it with orange juice, they do things. So they'll just go, well, that item that was £2, we'll sell it, we'll now list it as if it was £3 and we've got it discounted it down to $2.20, whereas it was £2 before. And now we've done a 10% increase in price and expect people not to notice. And it's happening all the time. And of course, with food, you're also getting what's called shrinkflation. So, you know, you got a loaf of bread and it was £1. And now you're buying this loaf of bread and it's £1.50. But the loaf isn't the same size. The loaf is about, 20% smaller, and if it's cereal, it's got less fruit in it or less nuts in it or whatever. So, you're getting, often 50% extra in cost and sort of 20% less in the, and obviously with food, you're sometimes getting less health. Like, so say it's a cereal with look, the goodness of nuts or fibre or whatever, and then they put less in the packet. So like some of the food's less healthy for you because you're not getting as much of the ingredients. And it's 50-70% more expensive than it was a year ago. So I just wish it was illegal. I just wish I wish you just couldn't say this item is X price. And it's just like, no, it was never that price. Nobody was buying at that price. You've just put a higher price so that when you can say it's and of course often it'd be like discounted. And you used to buy items which were always the market price and you'd get points to then spend on. Then they got rid of that system and they replaced it, as most of all the supermarkets have, with the club price. The club card price, the discounted, and it's smokes and mirrors, because before you let's say everybody bought milk at this 150, and okay, sometimes it'd be 155 or 160 or something, but that was the price of the goods, and you'd get X points for that, and then you save them, and then you would get a more genuine discount. Now what they do is they just say, well, we scrap that system, so we're not giving you money, we're not giving you discounts, we're giving you our shop member price. But it's just lies, because then they say, because then what they do is they don't actually give you all this genuine discount. They just say, okay, the price was $220, now we're going to sell it to you at $175 because you're a member. And two things happen. If you're like an American visiting Tesco's or Sainsbury's or something, and you haven't got these cards, straight away you're paying like nearly 100% more for some of the goods, because they've just put this completely fanciful price. And of course, anybody with a brain is going to go, well, I'm not paying that price. I will pay the club card. I will use my card. But they're not giving you anything now, and the discounted price is higher than what the item was a year ago. So it's just, honestly, it's like, I can't understand how it's legal, and I can't understand anybody that, thinks that they're actually getting a good deal. It's just such a scam. But it's really noticeable. Like, if you live on your own, particularly if you're elderly, like if you're some little old lady and you're in your 80s or something and you want some soup. So, it used to be that you could get a Heinz can of soup for about 60, 70p per can. Then the can started to hit about £1. But if you go into a Tesco's or a Sainsbury's or any of the big brands now, you'll find those cans of soup without a member price are like $1.75 or something, almost £2. And then they're going, well, if you buy it on its own, it's like $1.40, and like the can's $1.75 if you just buy it on its own. But if you buy one, it may be one. You'll get a little bit of a club card price. So instead of being $1.70, it's $1.40. And then they're going, but if you buy 10 cans of soup, you can have 10 for £10, so it's £1 thing, But first of all, you were paying 70p for a can, like just a couple of years ago. So you're paying 30% more. But if you're some little old lady or something, you ain't going to be buying the quantities or the heaviness, like particularly if it's drinks or canned food or anything like that. They can't carry flipping, 8 litres of milk or 10 cans of soup or something. And obviously soup lasts in a can, but I mean, it's like, so to get some of the prices anywhere near sort of like, I wouldn't even say normal, anywhere near the best price, you've got to buy things in such bulk. And if you're a single person living on your own, particularly if you're elderly, I mean, it's just tough shit for you, man. You want to buy 2 little bits of chicken breast? Oh, let's charge you £6. But if you want to buy half a flipping chicken farm, 24 breast slices, we'll do it at this price. And so it's just, society's not skewed up to help people, to help individuals, particularly if you're elderly and single or live on your own. It really bothers me. I started to notice it a lot more when I was helping my mum and aunt and shop and stuff. And then, I live on my own and stuff now, so it's becomes a different thing. If you've got a group of people and you think, oh, I'll buy a sack of potatoes or a bag of carrots, something like that, and you divide it, it gets eaten much quicker because it's sharing it, so you don't waste the food. And B, you get a better price. But if you're elderly and single or live on your own, you've got two things. You don't get the best prices or the best deals, or there's just not stuff for you, or you end up throwing half of this stuff out because you can't eat it quick enough either. I'll create a business. I'll create a supermarket chain, and it will be called Food Singles. It will be set up to cater for people that are just buying for themselves. I mean, it won't charge more people to have, if they want 10 items, but, your dishes are done. Oh, holy cow. I don't know how many dishes you had, Saga. You've been gone about an hour. You've been washing dishes for an hour. I think you've been off with your girlfriend, haven't you? Having a bit of nookie after doing the dishes. Which of the dinosaurs brought up the pricing of milk? Don't know. Oh, we were talking about prices for PCs, boxing and stuff, about And then I leapt from there to prices of food and stuff. Get so distracted. Fossils. We're about to do some of these new. I can technically do them now. So the Patago Titan we're gonna do, and we're gonna do this moment, but just wait for this to count down. Yeah, but even when that card came in boxing, so the pretending, you know, they did when it first was introduced, they were thinking, but then of course once the system changed, they can tweak everything, make the price higher and therefore the discounted price higher, and hide the fact that they're just, you're having increases where you think you're getting deals or discounts. Okay, we're about to get movement in the nest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, I think we've got a male and a female baby come out there. Okay, so that fossil's done. Now, can I do the Mayman one? I think we'll have to do that. 2. You just had 20 minutes of frolicking with your secret love affair. She's gone now. She was probably turned on by the fact that you were doing the dishes. But it was. Why are they all like... I don't know what's going on here with her. I've never seen animals clip through each other until this map and these things. That's totally immersion breaking. I don't know what's going on there. I've not seen it on Jurassic World 2 or even on this game on the other map, so I don't think that must be a bug. Have I met Dutch women? Yeah, I have met some Dutch women. I expect it. I think the most attractive women I met were the ones in Iceland. Don't get me started on why, but they could drink the men under the table. Women in Iceland are kind of the main force. I should move to Iceland. So this is going to start to go up with the tour visibility still. I think we'll start a tour. Got the money to do it now. These things didn't seem to have a difference, did they, by the look of it? Asia Parks. I mean, these kind of meant to go like this. But you could put them outside initially. No. Everything's damn water in this game. It's
Cuidado ao embarcar e desembarcar no passeio Jurássico.
see the track. I really don't know what these things do. Like, do they make you money? Do they make it more? Don't really say what they do, if anything. No idea where the track goes. Actually,
This Jurassic herbivore is one of the largest land animals to have ever roamed the Earth. A Apatosaurus originally lived in North America, alongside other sauropods.
she was turned on because you were such an Adonis.
And Camarasaurus.
You were naked just in your dishwasher pinny. No worries, boxing. Wide in the back. Look at her face, man. It's scary.
Dinosaurs would express territorial discomfort in the same way. Our behavioral experts have become finely
I don't want to look at the people. I want to look out here
indications of
and let you turn.
that stem from an animal's
Go to the other side. I mean, there's no dinosaurs out this way. She's like, ooh. Right, this Dracorex thing I need to do for the contract, if possible. Let's where's the Dracorex? We need the Pata. So this one I think I probably will do then. We're 21% and enough to get It's, I mean, it's expensive, but oh god. Can't do appetite. That's not good. 7. Suppose. I'm gonna have to research more of this stuff. Just use the scientist though, but yeah, some of these, they're not too expensive. They're mostly about 135, aren't they? I need 9 in total. We've got 5. You okay? Can I train this person? Okay. So that should put the tour visibly up. 35. It's quite high though. I don't like it. I guess I'm gonna need another enclosure, but I've got. Let's say tour visibility. So I've got the balloon. I don't know if the zip line, because that's a tour. The gyro station's kind of a tour. These are tours, but I've done that. I don't know if things like this count. We probably need to have a log thing here anyway, don't we? And put it there. Give the people what they want.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our mag.
I don't know if that will go.
Bitte passen Sie beim Betreten und Verlassen der Fahrzeuge der Jurassic Tour auf.
Can you change the design of these after you? One vehicle per 100 meters. Change the skins. I like that one. Don't think so. I think maybe because when you do, when you select it, you can choose the different stuff from the community, but I don't think you can do it after. Let's, you know, use any of these ones. Just check. I mean, not that I want to, because it's Asian and it's fitting in with the edit group. What's not? All they need to do is probably just change theme or something. The list here. Okay. 450. I'll sell that. I need to do this Tracker X. Do that. These, these people come back to say, don't go down the other end, people. There's nothing down there. I probably should put a bit of vegetation down here to try and encourage. I don't remember what these guys... Going to vary, but all leaf. I don't think they'll go down there unless there's water vegetation. Is everything Apatosaurus at the moment? Hang on a sec. I thought we released another one. I'll tell you the species from this. But we released the other guy. Seem not, but we're about to. Oh, we've only got one dinosaur. 594,000. We need 11 health. Welfare. Okay. That's a bit excessive. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have actually got it if everybody's back.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
Big ghost. Need it. You give up on your name, did you? Ghost, and then you just went, I'll put some bunch of numbers in. That's it, LG. Abuse your viewers' name tags. So, this pattered it, that's the one we're literally doing right now. So, and then we also need to do the Mayman. Now the Mayman, I don't think particularly high. 60s or something. Where is it? Here. Oh, 91. Okay, so we can actually... But I need 10 to do that, so we're going to have to wait for the other one to get done. Let's speed that up a bit then, because not only was it super expensive and take all my science, it's like 7 minutes. 7, whatever the... I think that's the most I've ever had, like, so far in this game. I'm a little bit worried that I should start putting contraceptives on these things, because I don't really want any more of these, I don't think. But it's going to be a bit difficult to go round them all. Do I do the males or the females? Really the females, I'd imagine, but both have their, you know. I think when they get to a certain overcrowding they won't breed anyway, but then by then you can't, it's a bit late. Juvenile. Otherwise we're going to be swamped with dinosaurs here. We can't do it on the kids. Don't know how many adults there are. Have I done them all now? But mental issues in cover, really. Much nookie going on in this enclosure. I guess I'd have to look the map really to get. It would be good if you had a little icon whether you've got it turned on or off from some sort of list. Like in the zoo game, you can click on the enclosure and it lists all the animals in the enclosure. I don't know if you can do that in this game. Is the enclosure's not sort of like a thing that you can click on? They're saying? I don't know. Maybe there is and it's done a certain way. Anyway. I mean, this was just one dinosaur as well. It cost like nearly 700 grand. As a fit, so we need to do a male so that these can potentially breed. This is massive. This bigger than Titan, I don't. It looks as big as. I don't know where their voice intros of dinosaurs have disappeared
to
to.
welcome a Patago Titan to the park.
Normally Cabot or somebody would say. They should all get on, I think. It says it doesn't like it. I think I'm going to have to put this in a different enclosure then, aren't I? They're going to end up fighting. I thought all these things, being herbivores, could get... They're already like having a bit of a scrap. God, I don't have a lot of... Might even need a third, so do something. I'm gonna need room for I was thinking of just doing one other big one, but I'll leave it as that for the moment so we can potentially get another one in there. Right, so we're going to need all the things. I think I'm going to have to trank this thing pretty early. I mean, they won't probably fight, but it's obviously... That's a shame. I really thought we could put a few more in it. Well, look at some other breeds, but...
In range of the asset.
Sound like a sack of potatoes. Actually... Let's take a quick photo. Chunk of money.
Asset requiring collection.
Right, so need door. Truck's just I put it asleep and its tail was holding up the tour buses. Right, we're okay for money, 16. Right, so let's put in nesting area. Let's put in viewing.
Transportation complete. Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery ready for you to observe our magnificent animals. Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform ready for you to gain an elevated view of our
Right,
wonderful
so
dinosaurs.
let's do the water first. Tall fruit, tall fiber. Some cover. Okay, how much does it cost to do a male? Because once you've done the first one, it's not so bad, is it? 326. Do another one. Put a male. We'll put a male in there. Right, we need to work on the Mayman one. What do these apatos like then? Ankyles and the Brachiosauruses we can do. I don't think I've got genomes for any of those though. Well, you got the Ankylodosis and the Ankylosaurus. Okay, so we want this one to be a male. Let's just double check, I think. It was a female, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so let's do a male. Male. 600.
Commencing
Train some of those up
synthesis
if I
procedure.
can on their research stuff.
Adding task. No problem.
Not a problem. Adding additional task.
All underway. Understood.
asset requiring collection.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Patago Titan to the park.
Asset being transported. Delivery has been completed.
Does the Mayman go with this one? Know what the Mayman is. Okay. Doesn't like the Rexes. It's weird because they're not like, these are their types, not their... What is... It's a sauropod, but then... I dislike sauropods. Oh, let's check. That dislikes sauropods. Ow. I'm gonna have to put that in a third enclosure, I think. Need to train these a bit if I can. Do another enclosure here then, but then not going to be very big.
Request acknowledged. New request received. Sure thing. Setting additional task.
It's 100%. Right, because we've got to incubate, this one's actually on the list of things I need to do, and it doesn't actually fit with the other two animals. I've had to do a third enclosure. Okay. I don't think I've done large parts yet, right? Still tutorialing our way through these campaign stuff. That's entertainment 45. Close. Any of them move down here? Knowing that, isn't it? It's actually not in the maintenance zone. I think I will move this like here. Well, that was... should be in range of this. Might be best to put another door in. Right, how are we doing? This thing get done? It did. So these are really expensive, the first ones. 612. Everybody as well.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
Cool, well that will get that done then. Yes, we're not doing much scenery stuff, are we, with the fact that it's I put Asia in and mountains. Asia in.
Jurassic ツアーへの乗り降りの際は足元にお気をつけください。
Can there be a path or? I don't think it's a path because it's got a it's seating, but because we're not doing Sandbox or even like it's let's just put a little bit in. So many nice things in this game though.
Cuidado ao embarcar e desembarcar no passeio jurássico.
I love blossom trees and stuff. We've got a few around our way. Sometimes in the spring you see them. Not quite like ones you would see in Japan or as many or big, but why isn't this getting maintenance. Probably just overwhelmed. I think for this part we've got plenty of money on this map, haven't we? I think I will do another response facility. We need something up this end of the park. In here, I think. To clear these. Right, 2 minutes for this thing. Get that sped up. Gonna come in here. That will get. That might finish off this mandatory China stuff because we did the 1500 guests, and then obviously, what's the tour thing gone to now? This is 9 of 35. But, we'll need to put tours through these. So I would have thought these are sauropods, but they're not. Still moaning about tall leaf. Like the dinosaurs are on the phone. Hello? Hello, is that operations? Yeah. I'd like to complain. I don't have enough tall leaf. Get right on it, sir. Okay, so this one is ready. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, crap. I want to cancel it. I can't cancel it. I meant to do that airlift. Oh, you prat. Come on. Wait. There's a helicopter. Right, we'll use this one. So, his welcome to the park is going to be shot as soon as
We've been awfully focused on our dinosaurs so far, and that's not a bad thing for a sanctuary. We can't neglect our guests, though. So, let's make sure they're happy.
Not every guest wants their paleo day out to involve a hike. We need a solid transport setup to keep guests comfortable, and their minds and wallets open to what we have to offer. Now, simply put, anything that gets guests from A to B will improve our transport rating. A monorail is the classic choice, but tours can also improve our transport rating as long as there are 2 tour buildings on the route.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves a tour. At least until the power goes out,
2
the
tour
storm
buildings.
rolls in, and the dinosaurs disappear from their enclosures.
I don't think there's really room on this map for a monorail.
Commencing asset transit.
I didn't research it either. Get it done. Let's rest this other guy. That's a rest that I want to visit. Right, well, clearly we're going to want water.
Asset delivered.
It's a little while to walk around, but full leaf and cover. I don't know if it's best to have multiple tours for each, like one for each enclosure, or one that goes through like both of them. I kind of think once more. How long have we been going? 3 hours. Good. Take a break soon. These things aren't going to help in this park. They said about having few things, so maybe it's just gonna go across this track, is it? No, that's the only problem. How would I get it back? can't, four tracks can't cross over each other. Ran that one too close because I can't get it over. I can't even loop that across these. You just check. Yeah, you can't go back over your. Damn water. They have it like edit ground. Why can't they just do it to edit water as well? Come on, man. Go. Connection. Yeah, that's too close there. I mean, I could have... But it's not going through enclosures anyway, but I just want to connect it up. Let me take this path out a sec. Can I do it the other way around? Add it back. Can I click on this and edit from... do it from the building? Okay, it works. It's not much of a tour through that one, but I just want to get something going. That's if I can put these parts back. It doesn't like the angles, does it? Should do. I mean, that's not. It's not a bad angle. How annoying. Really? Surely. Is that even a thing? Okay. Anything it will accept do at the moment. No guest access. Not connected up, are they? Thought that counted. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have just as much problem trying to get it through that. I thought that counted. Isn't that a thing? I don't know. That is kind of weird how that's not working. Let's try a small pass. The room thing. Maybe pause that. So let's see if we can get this straighter a bit. There's that kink and angle in it. Give it a medium if we can. How does that not? Still says no guest access. That's got the thing there. So the guest thing is the white bars. So yeah, why can't the guests get across them? I don't understand that. We're getting across all the other ones. They just cross from zigzag to zigzag, so... It's got power out as well. I don't know why that power is a thing now. That might be... Put that up, but that's... I don't know if the power... had power before. It might actually hitting my limit. I am. That's what it is. We need another one of these then. Don't really have room for, but pick it up here for the moment. Or gonna boost this straight away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Patago Titan to the park.
I had power going to this before. Oh, we didn't. Alright, that. Quicker if I just do it across. That still says people can't get to it. Let me, I don't know, it's kind of bugged I think, because that's fine. Let me just take these out a sec. Reconnect them and see if that fixes it. Still doesn't like it, does it? No, no. That's still saying power. What? Help if I actually connected this up now, wouldn't it? Right. And that's what was causing the no access thing. Kind of misleading. Bit of a dog's breakfast up here, but never mind. Okay, so the transport rating, we need 6%. I think I'm just going to do that. Stream's quite quiet. I'll probably get to play something else or do something else for a bit. Let me just see if we can get this 6% up. Visibility still. Number of species, well, every map I'm doing at the moment, we haven't got those particularly high because it takes a while to do that. I think some of these juveniles have grown up. I thought I put all this stuff on contraceptives, but not enough. I'd like to see an enclosure list of that. If you're going to do breeding, I think they have to do it exactly the way you just see a whole list of all the animals, so you know you're not missing any when it comes to applying contraceptives, etc. Breeding heat map. What that means. But these guys have already had a baby Pat, and I don't think we put a nest in here yet, but we've only got a female in here, we haven't got a male. So do a male. mail one of these. A lot of these dinosaurs are maturing now. Otherwise we're going to end up having a zillion dinosaurs. Right, can I edit this this thing here? I need to edit the tool route. Yeah. Polish. Where's the balloon? There. As long as I haven't taken out the wrong one, I think this is the balloon. So right, so add this out and then take this out. Over here. Over here. Connect it up. Alright, gets that all over. That's already then ticked that. As soon as we connected it up, nice. Got a bit bunched up those, haven't they? So I was thinking, I mean, the only thing I could do, I don't know if there's enough room, would be to put it here. Down here. Thing is, I want the track to go this way, but pathing then is pathings to connect. The only other room I've got is something up here. Even that's a bit dodgy. I think it's this. I think this thing is causing the issue. Put it there.
Understood.
So big, these. I kind of wish they did just like a simple subway system thing. I think the zoo one had a, was it, or was it some other game that just had?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to
You didn't need to do track or anything really, you just put down. It's so big, this platform, like the base of it. Now it's affecting the gate. Don't know. Let me try and move this gate because certainly can go pretty much anywhere. Let's put it up there. Track. I can get it back here if I move all the pylons, maybe. Let's do that. That flipping great big. Now this balloon thing's probably going to get in the way. Now. Get this power back up. And even with the track, it's like don't give me. I have to go through the park. Give me anything. The zip line, isn't it? Shh. This zip line's just a pain in the ass. It won't let me cancel it for some reason. Probably because people are on it, but to do this end, not allowed to demolish it.